Hello and welcome to Kman Gaming. I am Kman and this is Factorio. And welcome to the start of green science. So now we are looking to go 3,000 green science per minute. And let me show you on Factorio Plan how this looks. We will need at least 200 electric miner drills doing iron for us, 36 doing copper for us, and that will feed into the plates array. All of this is moduled and beaconed, and then that will feed into 2.1k electronic circuits, 3.2k iron gear wheels, which will then make us 2.1 of each transport belts and inserters, which will lead into 3,000 logistics science packs, green science packs. So I will be looking to do it here. Here will be the copper, and if I can fit 200 on here, I'll do the iron here, but if not, we'll add on this part as well. And then we'll probably bring that down into this area for the green science. First off, it will involve a lot of wood chopping. And then of course next, nothing that you've not seen before, we'll plonk down a load of miners so we can start extracting that ore. We have got plenty of miners now. I've switched it over to belts, and this will tell us just how many belts we need to be feeding. So I can see here that we need 47 furnaces, and that will feed into 4 belts for us, but we need 3 belts feeding those furnaces, so that will tell me that we need 3 arrays of furnaces in order to get out the amount of iron that we need. So let's go and get it started. I have decided to go a little bit of the cheats way out and just copied one of the furnace setups that I've got further down the map on the make everything. And I am going to do it into 4 lanes just because it's easier to divide everything up. And of course we'll do the same for the copper as well. There is an awful lot less copper needed, so we'll just have the 1 row of furnaces for this. And I believe there we have, for the most part, the copper and the iron setup. So that's 1 copper smelting. So let's just tick these off. Okay, so we've got our iron ores. They are both being overproduced. We've got our copper that's being overproduced by about 3 or 4. Copper that's being overproduced by about 3 or 4. And next we need to have 3 machines creating copper cable and feeding into 3 machines making electronic circuits. So let's go ahead and do that now. This is my build for the green circuit. As we can see, it's just the same as a non-beaconed smelting array. This has got 12 on each. So we're overproducing anyway. For the green circuits, this should have been 12, but I've marked it as 8. So that will give us enough green circuits. Now we need to go ahead and build the iron gear wheel build. Let's see if we can change that to 12. Does that help us? That brings it down to 3, so we just need 3 assembling machines, each producing iron gear wheels. Should be 2 full belts now of iron gear wheels coming out, which takes us up the way to here. Now we want inserters, which is going to take 1 row of iron plates, 1 row of iron gear wheels, and 1 row of electronic circuits, and that will feed 3 assembling machines. here we go. Okay, so we've got our 3 inserter machines there, and then we've got our 2 transport belt machines here. So now we just need to feed those both into 39 assembling machine 3s. So we'll do 4 rows of 10 for each of those, each taking in two lanes. We've got our copper ore going into just a few more electronic furnaces. On the other side we've got our iron ore going into just a few more iron plates. Copper coming into the only thing that needs it. 2 lots of assemblage bin machines, marvellous. That brings out 2 rows there, and then what they will do is come in to make those transport belts. This one will come in to make our inserters, and then you can see here in the middle each one matches up and will come down into these bits here. When we turn this on up here and connect it all, it should all start, everything starting to make one full belt. Let's make sure that it's all got power as we go up. This is what the wants around us for. This should start all of the iron. Should be 4 compressed belts, I believe, if we've got it right. That looks like 4 to me. Yep, everything's backing up this end, so that's 4 compressed belts. That should come out into 4 compressed belts here as well. And that's all feeding through into the appropriate bits and pieces. That's now getting to the end, marvellous. And that is completely full here. It's stalling at 2.5. I've missed something quite important out, and actually if we look into our green science here, our iron gear wheels, I need 3 assemblies here, which is why this wasn't working perfectly earlier. We've got this horrible hack there which wasn't supposed to do anything like that. So let's actually start putting in everything appropriately. Let's change this to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 5 to 6 splitter. Okay, and then we just need to bring these out and up, out and up, out and up. And this absolutely should make a little bit more difference for us. Now that we've got the appropriate amount of iron gear wheel machines in, that should hopefully feed everything through just as it needs to be. And we can keep everything going appropriately. So after a little bit of working out, we are now at the 3k mark for these guys. Marvellous. And that is our green science build. That is where we're going to leave the episode today. If you have seen anything that you liked or you really didn't like, if you've seen any mistakes I've made, or if you've seen anything that you think I can do better, please do leave a comment and I will try and get those fixed in the coming episodes. Equally, if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, please do like and subscribe so it helps me get this channel off the ground. that is it from me. Stay safe, and I will see you again soon.